So guys, we had kind of a nerf to some vehicles in the game. Apparently the STRV122A, B, PLSS, and the B+, as well as the Merkavas, the Merkava 4s, right? They all received basically a turret roof neta armor nerf. So I don't know if this is for the normal leopards as well, because it is pretty interesting that it is a leopard and then it's not for the leopard, I don't think. And thank you, Zabi, for actually doing this data mine as well, okay? So basically what is going to happen is that on the STRV, the thickness modifier, basically from the roof, will be from 1 to 0.25. So it means that it will have technically 1/4 of the modifier that makes it have the armor, right? And in the Merkava is even less. It's 1/8 of that change. So both for these vehicles or all of these vehicles getting nerfed in like on the top of the turret, right? It's a fix, of course, but it is a nerf technically, right? So basically what this is going to happen is make artillery, especially in shrapnel in a general sense, be a little bit more effective. So apparently it's already live, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, you're gonna see that this part over here, which has the neta like elements on top of it, will be a little bit less effective than it was before. Is it still strong? Yes, as you can see, it is still strong. You know, it still has 200 more or less. It's calculating, or even more, depending on the situation here in millimeters. But of course, if we actually get a shot, in a general sense, this can already happened before, right? But it's supposed to be basically happening a little bit more. So if you got shot with an HE on top of the turret, it should be doing a little bit more damage. Overall, I don't think it's going to change too much for stuff like HE shells. I think what is actually going to happen more, it's for artillery, okay? This is where I think it will actually be a lot easier to get killed. But of course, remember, it's only for this top part of the roof, meaning that you need to get directly hit by the artillery for that you can actually get this change, right? In a general perspective, like I said, because on how, these things, they actually work, in a general perspective, it should be easier to get killed even by the HE. But it depends very much on the situation, right? For example, like I said, if you shoot like on that like visor there, it will basically absorb all the HE, right? If you get shot on this one, which normally is the like places that people normally shoot, will not happen anything. But if you shoot in this place in particular, it will destroy the tank in one shot. Not that it didn't happen before, but it will happen more often, okay? Like I said, this is for the Merkavas, if I'm not mistaken. All of the Merkava 4s are having this thing, this problem, like this nerf. And then the STRVs, right? The A, the PLSS, and the B model. So you will notice that the armor up here will be a little bit, yeah, I would imagine that this is the one, because this is just normal armor. But I would imagine that this, like maybe this one, I don't know, maybe a part, yeah. I would imagine that the composite parts, right, are basically having less armor, I would imagine. So again, guys, it doesn't change a lot, but it will make sure that some of these parts are going to get destroyed a little bit easier when you get shot with artillery, especially, but even with forms of HE, especially, of course, the HE with the Russians. Of course, this is something that already happened. You already can kill a tank like this, but it will be a little bit easier, basically, right? It should be able to penetrate more. It should be able to do more damage, especially because it is for fragments and explosions, okay? So this is it, guys. This is basically the nerf that we have right now. It's nothing too big, but it's important enough that I needed to talk about, okay? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you all the members and patrons, and bye, guys. See you.